Welcome to my new tutorial on how to install Eep and the features of the current update. It's Eep 2.0 and it has a lot of features about the 22-23 season. Transfers, kits, all the promoted European teams, and also a few new leagues you can already see here. Yeah, at first I will show you in-game the features and after that how to install the mod. Let's talk about the new features of the mod. I think the first feature you already see is the new main menu and new appearance of the mod. So the colors have changed, also the images. Yeah, everything that was possible to change. So there are new, also new talents, new players. And yeah, let's dive into the new teams. There are most of the European promoted teams, like, yeah, even in Austria, Lustenau, and Belgium. I think there's only one team. Yeah, Westerlo. Brazil has Botafogo, for example, and all the three other promoted teams. And yeah, we can continue, like in England, Stockport County, all the promoted teams are there as well. So have fun to find out and yeah, check them. The new teams that will be also part of FIFA 23. But there are also new leagues created. We start and yeah, with the 10 22-23 teams and also squads. Same for Czech. They are in. You can try to stop if you are interested in one of the squads. The next new league, okay, it's from EP1, but extended to some more teams, is the Regionalliga. Greece has the Super League with all the teams. Yeah, internationals, there are many new national teams. For example, Albania is the first. Argentina was part of EP1, but Armenia, Bulgaria, Cameroon, both are new. Costa Rica because of the World Cup, Cyprus, and yeah, many others. Italy has the Serie B from EEP1, but now also with the promoted teams like Bari, Südtirol, and so on, and Serie C with just 10 teams. Also some they was part of vanilla FIFA or from the EP1 like Alessandria and Crotone. But there are also some new, like Pescara, for example, is really popular. Okay, let's move on. I think is that all? No, one league is left. Yeah, rest of Europe. I have added a new league called Balkan League with all the teams from Balkan that are part of EP. Also, there are some new ones like Tirana, Maribor is new. Yeah. So have fun with them, and you can also play a career with them, and they will compete for the European slots in career for Champions League, etc. Rest of world also has quite a few new teams. I think also Dnipro is part of it. Yeah, you can see here. Don't worry, some of the teams maybe don't have kits. I'm not talking about the European ones, I'm talking about the Arabic from Arabia. Yeah, like them. So here you can see no kits, but that's because of limitations. So don't worry about that. You don't have done anything wrong. Yeah, and I think that was all of the leagues. We dive now into the new 22-23 features. So for example, we start in kickoff. And let's go into the Premier League. Maybe United. and I don't know, Chelsea maybe. So here you can see we have also added all the new kits. I think there are more than 250 in Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, and also in La Liga, I think. They all have the new kits, and also most of the teams in League 1, so in the French league. But most of the other teams don't have new kits. So if you want the new kits just by FIFA 23, it's not possible in the amount of time that is left until the release of FIFA 23 to add all of them. So as you already saw, Ericsson, there are also the new squads with transfers like Casemiro, Ericsson, don't know if Matches Martinez is here, and yeah, same also for the lower leagues. We go into massive details with also the League 2. For example, if you are a fan of, I don't know, this team, you can check it out and we'll see that all the transfers that this team has done should be also in this squad file. Same for most, or maybe all of the other European leagues and also the Brazilian league. Yeah, so transfer is one of the big features. We have many add-ons, for example, scoreboards. I will show you later how to install this. We have also squad files for icons, so you can load them and use the icons that are in foot. For example, I don't know, the Ronaldo from Brazil, Xavi, Deco, all of them. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't missed any of the big features. Download the mod, it's free. You can try it out on your own, and if you have any questions left, you can also use the comment section, and maybe someone or me will help you out. Okay, how to install EEP? It's quite easy and the same process as an EEP1. You go on the description, there's a link to my website. By the way, there's now also a Google Maps entry, so you can have a look on the new teams that I've added, and yeah, you can also select or unselect the teams from EP1 if you want to see them as well. But here now all the teams in EP2 which are new, and yeah, where they are located, so you get a quick overview if your team is in or not. Also all the promoted teams are added here, for example from France, or also the ones from Germany. Okay, but how to install it? You scroll down and download one of the EP2 hosters, ShareMods or Mega. ShareMods support me, but you can also take Mega. It depends on your country. One of them will be much faster. In European, it should be shared mods, but in Asia countries, it could be Mega. Okay, click on it and download, and then you will have the EP2 archive, and you use 7-zip or any other archive tool to extract this one. So just click extract. And if you have done this, you go into the directory to links, and there's the FIFA Mod Manager download. Currently, the Mod Manager is unavailable on their website, so just go with this quick link and download. Okay, if you have done this, you have the next archive, you do again extract, and I will show you. Extract, and you get this directory. And here's the FIFA Mod Manager. Right click on that and launch as administrator. So you can choose FIFA 22 and also click on make default if you don't want this message anymore, and always choose FIFA 22. And if you have done this, go to import mods, select the download directory, not the archive. Go into the directory you have extracted, and then you can select the mods. add-ons, and you can also import all the add-ons. And of course, the scoreboards, I recommend to only import the scoreboard you want to use, because you can always only use one scoreboard at the same time. Maybe a short look on the add-ons. The EP MainMod has always to be applied. It's the base, something like that. BML boot pack is a boot pack with, I can't scroll I think, but with a lot of boots. You can see Croatia scoreboard and adboards. It's what it say. Same for Czech and Greece. It's important that you can only use one of them, because all of them replace the same files. So yeah, if you start a career in Greece, just add the Greece one and so on. If you don't play in any of those leagues, you don't need it. Next, Realism Mod is, yeah, a Realism Mod for career mode. The features are explained here if you click on the mod and then on description. So here you can see all the features. WorldCup Addon I will show in the next steps how to install this, because this is an own add-on mode, something like that, for the tournament mode, so it doesn't work on career mode. And the Theme Addon is just how the main menu looks, so it has new colors and some new images, but that's what I will show you later. Or maybe you have already seen it in the feature showcase. Okay, so the mod order, that's the part, the tricky part. You can just apply with a double click the mods you want to use. So for example, I will maybe also a scoreboard. Okay, so these are the mods I will use now. The mod order is really important. If you only use EP, so as I will do here, apply the EP MainMod on the top, and on the bottom all the add-ons. The order of the add-ons is not important at this point, because they don't conflict with each other. Only important is that the MainMod is on the top. If you now want to use any other mods like FIFA's Realism Mod or his face pack or something, you have to apply them above, so on number 5, 6, 7 and so on. That's because of the priority. If this mod also edit any file that the EP change, so the EP always need the priority, and the priority list is from 1, has the highest priority, up to the highest number, which is then the lowest priority. Just an example, imagine that the Greece scoreboard is a facepack from FIFA, for example. You apply it, and now it's on position 1. That's not good. You have to shift it on the top. So now it would have the lowest priority and don't conflict with EP. So yeah, I know this is one of the most common questions. FIFA's mods are compatible with EP, but yeah, as I have just explained, you have to put them above the EP. If they are under EP, so on 1, 2, 3, it won't work. Okay. The next step are the squad files. So go into the EP download directory, squads, and you have now 2 options. One squad is for the World Cup, so if you want to play the World Cup, you choose this one. But now we go with the MainMod, and you can also use the EP squads MainMod with icons. There are some icons, or all icons, prime icons, and you can use them in career mode. So okay, but I will now use the default EP MainMod squads, copy them, go to Documents, FIFA 22, Settings, and paste them here. Okay, so we are now ready to launch. The mod order is right. The squad file is placed, so I click on Launch. Now it's important, the message above here, it depends on your hardware how fast the game will launch now. It could depend on like 10 minutes, can be also 20 minutes. For most of the users with an SSD, it will be in some minutes. Okay, so now the game has launched. You can choose the language you want. EEP support out of the languages that you can choose. In case of this tutorial, I will choose English now. And yeah, here you see the wallpaper, so everything is fine and works. I create a setting file. Okay. And now we are in game, so everything looks fine. The last step is go to customize and profile, load squads. And here you can load the squads of EEP. Okay, so I've loaded the squads. We can now check team sheets and see the new countries are there, also the new teams. The new promoted teams are there as well. And everything looks fine. So if you start in career mode or career now, just go play new career and choose the one use current squads. If you don't choose current squads, you maybe have some outdated squads, so like the latest transfers are not in. But if you choose the latest squads, they should be up to date. So let's say we start in England now. And yeah, the last thing I want to show you is this option. I have also wrote this to the top. Disable this for qualifications in the first year. Yeah, there are two options. If you have this enabled, you have these groups. So the Champions League, Europa League, etc. will start with the groups. And if you disable this one and start the career, then you can see we have starting the Champions League and Europa League with qualifications. So if you don't like the groups, you can start with qualifications. They are, as much as possible realistic. So for example, PSV is in the qualification round of Champions League and Europa League. For example, Copenhagen and Feyenoord is there. That's the last thing I want to show you. Next is the WorldCup add-on. To install this, just go back to the close FIFA, go back into the FIFA Mod Manager and apply the WorldCup add-on. Important here is to unapply, just delete all the other mods and only start with EEP MainMod and WorldCup add-on. Of course, if you have any face pack, you can also place them above the EEP MainMod and go with this. So why have I disabled or unapplied the other add-ons? Because for example, the EEP theme is not needed because WorldCup has its own theme. The Realism Mod is only for career mode. Free scoreboards add-on, etc. is also only for career mode, and the tournament or the World Cup is only for tournament mode. So apply this to position 1. That's also important. That must have a higher priority than EEP MainMod. And the last step is go into the EEP downloads directory, squads, and you can choose the World Cup squads or also the World Cup icon squads. Copy and go to Documents, Settings, and paste them here. Okay, next, click on Launch. FIFA has now launched and you can already see the new wallpaper of the World Cup. And also it will start with an World Cup intro, but I will skip this. At this point, maybe a message will show up that there are corrupt squad files. You don't need to delete them, just click on cancel. And in game, as we are just done in the main mod, you go to profile, load squads, and now load the World Cup main squad or the icons, of course. And if you have done this, go straight into play, quick play modes, tournaments, new tournament. And here we are. If you have done everything right, there's only Qatar and the FIFA World Cup. And you can choose the team you want and start with the real groups of the Qatar World Cup. Important is this is only working in the tournament mode. Of course, kickoff should work too, but not in career mode. In career mode, you can also play World Cup, but not with real groups because of limitations in FIFA, it's not possible. But in the tournament mode here, you can play the whole tournament with the real groups and the real teams. You can also, before you start the tournament, change the squads. So if you, for example, play with Germany and don't want to play with Timo Werner, you can exchange him with any other German striker. And yeah, that's it. Now you can enjoy the World Cup.